Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a pleasure to have you back. I'll be sharing with you today this my delicious goat meat stew recipe. Please continue watching. Here are the list of my ingredients. I have my goat meat, I have some red bell peppers, some bulb of onion, and I have about 4 large bulbs of onion, and I have some habanero pepper. I also have my fresh tomato paste. So this was converted from fresh tomatoes, and as you can see in the picture, that was how I processed it. I'm going to record that in the next tomato season and show you how I did that. I also have my garlic, my ginger, my habanero peppers, and my half seed of nutmeg. Nutmeg gives this stew a very sweet aroma and flavor. I also have my olive oil. You can make use of canola oil, groundnut oil, any oil of your choice. I also have my salt as always. I have my I have my thyme, and I have my rosemary. I have a lot of seasoning because I want to season this goat meat properly. So I have curry powder also, and I have turmeric. I also have all-purpose seasoning, and please feel free to use any seasoning of your choice. Okay, you don't have to use all of these things I'm showing here. It's just the ones I have. I also have bay leaf. I'll be adding some bay leaves. Also have my onga seasoning cube, star seasoning cube, and Knorr seasoning cube. Also have some fried shallots. So the next thing is to add in all the spices and the seasonings. After adding in everything, mix everything together. The reason I like seasoning my goat meat very well is because the stock that comes out from it will be used in making the stew, and sometimes you only need to add just a little extra seasoning to the stew. After adding in all the spices, stir everything together, cover it and let it cook on its own juice until all its juice comes out. Once the juice is about to dry up, you can add more water and continue cooking until it becomes very tender. While the goat meat was cooking, I went ahead I blended my bell peppers, onions, ginger and garlic. After blending everything together, pour into a pot and start cooking until the water dries out. When the goat meat became tender, I used my air fryer to dry it. You can also fry yours if you prefer. Be sure to keep an eye on the pepper mixture. Once it dries out, set it aside. In another pan, pour in oil. After about 1 to 2 minutes, add in your chopped onions, add in your bay leaves and stir together. Allow it to fry for 1 minute, then start adding in your tomato paste. So here I added the pepper mixture and I also added the fresh tomato paste. So the secret to a delicious stew is adding a lot of onions. So make sure you add lots of onions when making your stew. After stirring everything together, you can cover it and allow it to fry more. If you are not using a non-stick pan, you will need to be stirring it consistently to avoid it from burning. Now my goat meat has finished frying. Set that aside. I know by mere looking at this stew now, maybe it looks like the oil there is not enough, but that is not true. Okay, do not add much oil because after frying you will notice how all the oil will come out and appear at the top. So just continue stirring it and frying. Do not leave it and go away, it is going to burn. Continue stirring it, and after about 15 to 20 minutes you notice that the oil at the top has become transparent. Then you can add in more spices if necessary. So here I added my thyme, grating your nutmeg. I prefer using the seed one because it retains its flavor more than the powdered one. After stirring everything together, adding the goat meat stock. You notice how I did not add much seasoning again because this stock is already highly seasoned, so I don't need to add too much seasoning again to the stew. But most times you might need to add one or two things, so just test it and see what you need to add and just go ahead and add it. So here I also added 2 cubes of Knorr seasoning. So did you notice how the oil is beginning to appear at the top? And remember, goat meat has its own oil too, so that's why I try to reduce the oil right from frying the stew. So add in salt if necessary and mix everything together. So now you can start adding in your fried goat meat. I don't think there's need for me to start praising this stew because by me looking at this stew you already know how yummy it is. Like, I don't need to come and start telling you that this is yummy or that this is tasty. By me looking at it, it is obvious. It is so obvious. The reason I like adding in the goat meat at this stage is because I want them to exchange their flavors. I want the goat meat to absorb the stew, and I also want the stew to absorb the goat meat flavor. So I want them to absorb each other's flavor and sweetness and deliciousness. That is why it is called goat meat stew. Okay, they need to be in courtship inside that pot. They need to be touching body inside that pot. So after adding in the goat meat, add in water according to the consistency you want and let it simmer for more 5 minutes. Did you notice how all the oil just appeared at the top? Thank you so much for watching this video, and please, if you like it, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.